Hey guys, welcome back. This is a little thing that I'm filming for myself. This is actually about E3. E3 is a big happening event that's going on right now, this week, and stuff. And sorry, download's being stupid. But other than that, a big old thing for this is just me like ranting on a bit because my friends yell at me when I rant at them, and they don't like me ranting. So unless it's something they can rant back at me about, and they usually don't care. I'm the only one that cares about this kind of stuff. But a big old thing that's really big right now is this is the time of year where people are asking who won E3. Was it Sony or was it Microsoft? This is the big old question that they're always asking, and you're probably wondering what is it. And if you don't know what it means, it basically means at E3 who was the biggest, who made the people happy, who's got a huge step in the gaming world right now. And if you don't watch E3, there's conferences. The first day is full of conferences, which is usually the gaming companies, like the console companies, such as Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, those companies. Then there's also publishers, such as Ubisoft and stuff like that. Those are who they hold conferences, and they show off their new console, or they show off their new games, any new updates. Things they're adding. I believe Kinect was revealed at E3. I don't think it had its own little party thing. I believe it was E3 where they had it, and it was a crazy thing when they did the whole Kinect launch. I think Kinect was the first time when Kinect came out, it was the first time I ever watched E3. Maybe it might have been the second year I watched it. I didn't used to. I would read about it. I would never watch the streams or anything. Now I totally watch the streams all the time. But the question is, who won E3? Now people right off the back saying that there's no way that Microsoft has won it. Which I'm telling you right now, if Microsoft didn't win E3, it's hard to say if you won E3. It's not really if you won E3. It's if you won the E3 crowd, is what it means. And it was not on Xbox. Microsoft's Xbox One did not win the crowd. Yes, there's obviously the hardcore Xbox fans that are sticking with it all the time. I'm a big Xbox fan usually. I haven't played PlayStation in a while. I used to play PlayStation 1 and 2. I played Xbox original and Xbox 360. I also played Nintendo products. So I usually vary my game world. Along with PC, I play a lot of PC as well. Honestly, if anyone won it, it would obviously have to be the games. No matter what console you choose, Xbox One, Wii U, well, not so much the Wii U. The Wii U's not getting that many games. Or the PS4 or PS3, Xbox 360. If you're sticking with those, you're gonna get a whole lot of great games. Just not looking at exclusives. You've got Destiny, which is coming for the 360, PS3, PS4, and the Xbox One. You have You have games like Watch Dogs. You have games like Battlefield 4. You have games like Call of Duty Ghosts, and lots of other games. And it's a great year for video games this year. Last year was a great year as well. Last year they had Assassin's Creed 3, Resident Evil 6, Halo 4. They had what else came out last? Watch Dogs was announced last year, but they pushed it for next gen games. Another game that was announced last year was they were teasing Lost Planet 3. I really hope they actually do that. Another thing that was teased was Mass Effect 4. I really hope they do something well with that, but I've talked about that before, and that's not what I'm talking about. Who won E3 this year, in my opinion? Personally, obviously, it's the games, the amount of great games that are universal, like for multiple consoles, for PC and such. They won this. It's a great year this year. But if you're looking to the console war, who won? Obviously, it wasn't Nintendo. Nintendo didn't even have a proper press conference, but they didn't have that much to show off. So it's kind of nice that they didn't waste the time of the press conference just to show off. Like, I think they showed off 8 games. So it was a really small list. It wasn't that long, and I think the only game I was interested in from Nintendo, bigly that made a mark on me was the new Super Smash Bros. Game. I think it's just new Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. I think it's just Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. I think that's all it is. It looked nice, and then I think they're also having a mobile version. I think they're having it for the 3DS or something like that. They have a mobile one, then they have one for the Wii U. And I'm very excited. I'm a big fan of Super Smash Bros. Another thing is So it wasn't. Where was I? Oh yes, it wasn't Nintendo. Obviously, they haven't won anything. They didn't win it with the Wii U selling last time. So I think it was honestly, if it was going to a console war, it's gonna have to be PlayStation and Sony with the PS4. You're probably wondering why I'm saying that. Well, PlayStation and Sony, they did their research, because if you remember last time, all those years ago, I think it was like maybe 7 years ago, I believe, was the 360 and PS3, and it was kind of like reverse what it is right now. If you were there or if you're not there, then here's the general gist of it. PS3 came out swinging with a new console, it was really big and obnoxious. It had Spider-Man 3 font for a PlayStation 3 stamped across of it. It was very overpriced and very expensive, and they had free PlayStation Network and everything, but it was the pricing that hit them hard. And then Xbox 360 came out with all this cool stuff, and Xbox One, and PlayStation was the underdog in that year. Obviously, Sony and PlayStation did their homework this time, and they knew what the crowd wanted. They knew that they had to price it lower than the Xbox One. They also made a big old showcase for used games, and that was a big thing. They obviously knew what the crowd wanted, and they gave them what they wanted, and that's why they won the PR this year. They obviously wanted everyone to enjoy them, because it's not just making everyone happy, but it makes the chances of some people jumping from Xbox to going to PlayStation, or more people staying with PlayStation, a lot higher, knowing that they'll be able to have used games, they'll be able to trade in games, that they won't have to log online, and that if the internet fails, they'll still be able to play. They don't need to be online, which is a great thing, because Xbox One has a lot of restrictions on it. So, who won E3? Obviously, the gamers did, because they have a lot of games coming. They have two great new consoles are coming out, but overall, it's obviously going to be PlayStation 4. It's got the lead right now, but you never know. PlayStation 3 dug itself out and became a great console after all those mistakes. And Xbox 360 also had a lot of mistakes. The first one, then they made a next gen, then they made another version of the 360. They have 3 versions of the 360s now, and only 2 of the PS3. But I'm hoping that Xbox One's gonna either realize that they might have to drop the price, at least like just a little bit, or maybe they have to realize that they have to take off some of those restrictions. But people aren't realizing that on a game console way, PlayStation 4 is strictly just like trying to stick to the games. Xbox One, it's going for a much larger crowd. It's trying to be in a whole entertainment system. It's trying to take everything out of your living room, so you don't have a cable, you don't have a big box, a gaming console, and a DVD player and another player. They're trying to simplify that all. And I think it's a great idea, but the thing is, E3 used to be like full electronics, but now that it's strictly by gaming, it's all by gamers. The gamers saw that they were not the primary thing for Xbox One, and that hurt Microsoft this year. So hopefully they'll be able to dig themselves out sometime soon. But as of right now, PlayStation's got a big old lead on them, and PlayStation knocked them down. And you probably see pictures over Tumblr and Facebook and Twitter and everything of a picture of a guy that's punching PlayStation, just punching Xbox and kicking him in the face, because that's really what they did. They knocked them down and they kicked them repeatedly in the face. Xbox is behind. I'm still gonna prefer the Xbox controllers. I don't know. I just don't like PlayStation controllers. I like my thumb. I don't know. It's, again, but that's just preference, and that doesn't matter. So right now, I'm planning on getting a PS4 if I can afford one. If I'm gonna be able to afford anything, it's gonna be the PS4. I'm gonna be getting. One reason is because it's cheaper. Another reason is because it's got a lot more exclusives that I'm more interested in, such as Kingdom Hearts 3. Really excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. But anyway, that's another reason. Another reason is because all of my friends, I haven't heard one friend that's getting an Xbox One, are jumping Xbox ship and going to PlayStation, so I'd rather have my friends to play with, so I'm going to go get a PlayStation 4. I'm going to try to anyway. Another thing is Xbox One is, again, it's expensive. It's more than something I actually need, and there aren't too many games that are keeping me there. There are, I think, 4 exclusives on it that I actually would like to play on. And no, one of them is not Minecraft. I'm not that heartily soul to go buy that for Minecraft. Again, I could go buy that again. I really don't want to buy it again, but I could go buy that again for a PC if I really wanted to. The only things that I'm interested in that are on the Xbox are Dead Rising 3, Halo 5. Yes, it is Halo 5. You see there's a little, like, invisible 5 in the clouds. What is it? Tiny... Oh, I'm really bad at remembering what it is. Titanfall, that's what it is. Titanfall, and there's a fourth game. I think there's a fourth exclusive. Oh, it's Spark. Those are the 4 games that I'm interested in with it. And that's it. And PlayStation, I've got like so many exclusives I can play, and it would be even more helpful if it was backwards compatible. If they made one of those consoles backwards compatible, it would change the game. And honestly, I really hope that if they change it, they make a new one, because I'm obviously not gonna buy it when it comes out. I'm gonna wait a while, because you never want to buy a console when it first comes out, because they find all the bugs once they buy them, because it's out in the wild, people are playing them, they're playing them for days on end or hours, and sometimes some glitches happen, some malfunctions happen, then people report them, and then they start bringing the consoles back in and fixing them. So yeah, I'm gonna be waiting a while. If they do make it backwards compatible, if they ever decide to do that, it would make a huge difference in this chain. Now, right now, like, if you look at everything, if you just look at the nitty-gritty stuff, the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 are pretty equal with all their points towards and points against. They're pretty equal level right now. And you know, anything can happen, but it's a company thing. To them it's about the money, it's not about us. To us, we think it's about us, but it's not. It's really about them making money. PlayStation's going more for the gamers, and Xbox is going for a much larger crowd, which is a little bit dangerous right now. So at E3, for all these gamers, they're hating on it, but you never know. You never know when those people that aren't gamers are going to say, like, hey, I need a DVD player. I need a better DVD player so I can watch better movies. But I also have cable, and I don't want to go get something better. And I also want to get a gaming console for my little kids. Xbox One is all of that put together. So, you never know. You never know who's going to end up on top. Right now, Microsoft with the Xbox is obviously the underdog. So, that's just my opinion. So, as a wrap-up, E3 is obviously being led by Sony right now. And but the game developers, there's a lot of good games coming out, and I can't wait. I can't wait for the new games, can't wait for the new consoles to come out. So, generally, that is it. That's my opinion on E3 so far. I might get some of my friends together to talk about games that I'd be interested in. Not a lot. I'm the only one of my friends that keeps up with E3 stuff, so I'm usually the only one that knows what half the things are coming out. I tried convincing them to go look at this stream or something recently, but they only watched a little bit of it. So I'm probably going to gather them together on my recorder or something and record us just arguing over what we're excited for, why we're going to go this way, why we're going that way. So, thank you guys so much. This is Lightning27. If you like this video, or if you just like me, go ahead and click the like button down below. And if you would just subscribe to me, either if you like my videos, or if you like me, or if you're a nice person, anything, any reason to subscribe, go ahead and click the button down below. I believe it's below. Yeah, I think I checked. I think it's below. Anyway, I finally checked that. Yeah, so thank you guys so much. This is Lightning D27, and this is my opinion on the E3 so far. So, I hope you have a great E3 and have a great week. And I'm signing off.